Seen to be live. If the audio is a little bit wonky, the levels I mean, then do let me know in the chat. Still experimenting with some settings. I'm getting a HD webcam this week as well, so that should. I mean, I know this webcam looks blurry as shit right now. Right, I'm going to be doing some mount farming today. I've got this add-on which basically tells me all of the mounts that I still need to get from dungeons and raids and such. So I'm just going to go through this and try and well, just try and farm for as many as I can, and hopefully one will drop. That will be brilliant if it did. Probably won't, because the drop chance is really low. But yeah, hopefully it will. So what I should have done is planned a route out, which I haven't done. So I think I'll just start at the top and work my way down, I guess. If I do this again, I'll make sure that I've got a map of route planned out, so I can get like quite a few done in a short period of time, because each of these dungeons and raids, they're not going to take very long, particularly. But it's just the travelling from each dungeon that's going to take the time. So yeah, we'll start with Strathorn as soon as this portal to Ironforge loads. Turn that game volume down a little bit, I think. It's quite quick to fly to Strathorn from Ironforge. Well, it's not quick, but it's quicker than any other city. Where do I want to go? There.
Keep your feet on it.
Well, it's going to take probably a couple minutes or so to fly there. So yeah, I should be getting this webcam at some point this week. I should be getting it tomorrow. They tried to deliver it today, but I was in the shower, so I got a card through the door. So yeah, gonna have to go and collect that, and hopefully get that set up tomorrow. I'm aware that the lighting is a bit of an issue as well. I am playing with like a window behind me. You can probably see there, which obviously causes problems with lighting with a webcam. So what I'm looking to do is install a lamp. I have a lamp downstairs that I want to bring up here, put behind these computers I've got here, well, computer that I've got here, so that I've got a bit of front-facing light. Well, it'll be a little bit off to the left actually, but that should illuminate the webcam a little bit more, and hopefully it won't be grainy, because if you've ever tried to record something in low light conditions, you probably noticed that it's quite grainy. So that should hopefully fix some of that. But I'll see what kind of quality we've got on the webcam when it arrives. Yeah, it will take a while to get there. So yeah, Stratholme is a very quick one. You can reset it as many times as you want, really, and go back to it again and again and again, and just keep farming it. But for the sake of variety, I'm just going to do it the once. I'll do each of these the once. I might do Stone Core twice, because that is a very quick reset. You've got to like run in, and it takes like 3 minutes to get to the boss you need for the one in the Stone Core. Vortex Pinnacle, that's I think the third boss in there. So we'll just do that one once. Karazhan's a quick one. We'll try and get in Sethek Halls as well. Yeah, I'm kind of forming a map in my mind of the best like route to take in these. Yeah, I think I think we'll do Stratholme, then Stone Core, then Vortex Pinnacle, then Karazhan. There are portals available that will allow me to get between those fairly quickly, and then we'll go on to Sethek Halls, Magister's Terrace, if there's time, maybe Tempest Keep, because I do actually have food arriving in a couple of hours time, so I can't be on here for like hours. And do let me know in the chat if the audio quality is fine, the audio levels, I mean. I want to make sure you can hear me and hear the game. We're almost there. It's not far. There's 2 entrances to Stratholme. We'll be going in the back entrance, because it takes us pretty much to the area that we need to be to get to the final boss in there. Like I said, Stratholme's a pretty quick one. It's just about 5 minutes. You've got to go in and clear a bunch of these towers, and that will unlock the final boss room. I think we're coming in for a landing. Nearly. No, not quite. Yeah, the Death Charger's Reins is the mount that we're looking for from here. It's a really cool looking flying horse. It is quite sought after. People farm it for many hundreds of hours to try and get it. I've in my lifetime of playing WoW, I've probably done this place a good 20-30 times for the mount, which is a lot less than a lot of other people have done. But if ever I'm in the area and I have a few minutes, I sometimes just pop in and do a quick run of it. I'll have that while I'm here if you don't mind. A little bit of mithril. Not that I really need them in these low level dungeons, but get a couple buffs on me. Most of these guys are skippable, as long as you're careful and go around the edge. They don't really aggro you if you're like a significantly higher level than a mob, then it won't usually won't bother you. Right then, we've got these towers to clear. Well, ziggurats they're called. I've never been able to do this without pulling at least one of these guys on the ground. Right, I've got to kill the boss in front of each of these, and then kill the guys inside. And that will be that tower done. See if I can do it without pulling a single thing. Apart from the bosses. Problem, it's those flying ones that mess you up when trying to do that. Which he's about to do now, I think. It's not that I can't kill him anyway, it's just, you know. I just want to see if I can do it. Let's get the attention of all these guys. Get them all up. There we go. Leave these guys as well. They're not going to have anything interesting on them, but so they do anyway. Leave me alone. Oh, every time. There's always at least one. Go away. Oh, that's a rare guy. Don't see him up very often. Oh, I've pulled the whole pissing room now. God. Right. Back to business. I've got some blacksmithing plans there. Probably something I already know. Where is it put him? Yeah, I do already know that. Never mind. I can sell it for a bit. Let's grab these guys. Okay, so now the door to the end area is now open. And that bat's gonna piss me off again, isn't he? Right then, we've got to kill all these big fellas. Just get a bunch of them. Then when we've killed these, some other guys will come, and then you got to kill them, and some other guys will come, and yeah, it's a big thing. because the boss is in this room in the center. And you've got this guy coming out first, then you've got some guys coming out from that gate, then you've got some other guys coming out from here, and then you can finally get inside and kill the boss. Just wait till all these are out. Dead. Kill the guys coming out of here, and then we should be good for the boss. Yeah, this is like old content. There's like no challenge here really. Right, this is the boss. Fingers crossed. Because I would really like this mountain. It would be awesome if you dropped today. Probably won't. No. No mount. Okay. Not to worry. Right then. What we're going to do, we're going to head back to our garrison. This time we want to get to Stormwind, and from there we can go to Stone Core, Vortex Pinnacle, and Karazhan. So yeah, like I said, it's very small drop chance on a lot of these mounts. I quite like that mount that I've got. What is it? Armored Blue Dragonhawk. That's quite nice. That I have like when I summon a mount, it summons a random one, so I never know what I'm gonna get. I could summon specific ones if I wanted to, but I like to get random ones. Right then. Now to get to the Stone Core, we want to go over to the other side of Stormwind, where there are portals that will take us nearby. And the same with the Vortex Pinnacle when we're done with that as well. I should be getting a free upgrade to my broadband this autumn. I'm not sure the exact date, but it will allow me to stream in higher quality, because you kind of you can't really have a bit rate higher than your upload speed, because it causes no end of problems. So higher upload speed, better quality. I always have trouble finding the entrance to this place. I think it's there. There we go. Like I said, I might do a couple of these because it is very quick. Alright, to get the first boss to spawn, you need to kill this guy and his cronies, and then go a little bit further down, kill him again, a little bit further down, kill him again. Let's get rid of these. Here he is. Wait till they're all together. There we go. And this is actually quite funny, actually. The boss comes through and just like swallows them all. Well, I don't know if he swallows them, but he certainly buries them underneath something. I don't know. It's a slab hide, if I'm not mistaken, that drops the mount. It is, which is the next boss. Skirt through all these guys really quick. There's slab hide right there. He'll follow us down this this path. Try and lob things at us along the way. Any mount? No, no mount. So, like I said, we'll reset this one and go again. Just got to run back out because when it's this fast, you might as well do a couple while you're here. Let's get past all these guys. Can't use heroic leap in here for some reason. Heroic leap has always had problems. There we go. Because this mount drops on normal difficulty, you can do the reset. Heroic dungeons you can only do once a day, but normal ones you can reset. The next dungeon, Vortex Pinnacle, is a normal dungeon as well, I believe. Yeah. But I'm not going to reset that one because it takes about 20, well, not 20 minutes, it takes about, probably just over 10 minutes to get to that boss, once you're in there. So what we'll do, we'll just bring up the raid frame. No, we won't. Click on the character portrait, reset all instances, and then we can go again. And just do the same thing again. I've already got like quite a lot of mounts, but it's always nice to have more. There's some really cool looking ones as well from some of these dungeons. To be perfectly honest with you, the mount that drops from this guy, I have no idea what it is. Reigns of the Victorious Stone Drake. Actually, I do know what that is. It's a really nice looking one. Oh, he punts them off to the side. Right, I get you. Yeah, I saw it that time. Right. Back through here again. Can sometimes get a bit tedious when you're like running backwards and forwards and trying to do this stuff. It's at least next time I will have some kind of map laid out, so so we can at least get to the places faster. Right then, give me a mount. No. He did not want to. Such is life. So let's get out of here and go to the Vortex Pinnacle. For which we will need to take the portal from this zone back to Stormwind and then take a different portal to Uldum, which is where the Vortex Pinnacle is.
Not ready yet.
Also in Uldum, there's a raid with a mount. The raid can be soloed, but I've not looked up how to do it. I've not soloed it myself, so I'm not gonna waste time today learning how to solo it. I'll just skip it for today, and that can be on my to-do list. Making sure I know what I'm doing with that raid. How am I doing for bag space? Oh, I'm doing fine. I just want to get rid of a little bit of crap.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels. Like you.
I'll sort through all of that at a later time.
Many farewells.
Right then, back downstairs. Take this portal. Is it left or right? I can never remember. Left, I think. Yes, there we go. Right then, now I want to take this portal. I mean, if you're kind of like new to the game, it isn't just like every zone is accessible by a portal. It's just a few specific zones from a specific expansion you access via those portals. Vortex Pinnacle, you can probably see the things floating in the sky above that mountain. And that's where we're going. I've never been fond of this particular zone. I didn't really care much for the storyline of the zone, and I don't really care for the music in it either. Which is a shame, because it's a decent enough looking zone, but no, it just didn't appeal to me. I think it's that middle one that we need to go to. Now this one is a little bit harder than the other ones, slightly. Well, it's a lot harder than Stratholme, but it's still very easy. And it's a little bit harder than the one that we've just done. A lot of that's down to the fact that we can't skip as many mobs in this particular one, because they're all in the way. Yeah, it's the the second boss in this that we want. If I remember correctly, it's actually quicker rather than running back out again. I think it's quicker to actually complete the dungeon, go to the end boss. Although actually, I'm not sure if there's a portal at the end boss to get out. I don't remember. I can probably hearth out the. By the time I'm done with this, my Hearthstone is going to be off cooldown. Let's kill those guys. Kill this guy. How many did I pull? God. Let's get rid of him. Yeah, when you've got them kind of like blocking your path, you've not got a lot of choice. You just kind of need to get rid of them. Right, first boss.
Your presence in Skywall will not be tolerated.
Then we jump off this thingy. I've always thought this is quite cool. You jump off into the wind and it kind of like teleports you around. I've always thought that was pretty cool. This is a good dungeon actually. It was one of the more popular ones when this expansion was the current expansion. The one that I just did before this, I believe, was the least popular one. Or I might be thinking of a different one. No. The boss after the one that we killed for the mount was a big stumbling block for a lot of groups. A lot of groups just couldn't handle it. And a lot of times, if you went into a random queue and that dungeon came up, people just left straight away. They'd rather queue for another 20-30 minutes or so than go through that dungeon, because they knew there was a good chance that it would take longer than that to clear it. But this place was quite popular. This one wasn't particularly difficult to clear. This is the guy I want to kill for the mount. See if we get any luck this time. No, we did not. We did get an axe, so I wonder if that's a nice axe. Not particularly. Right then, hearth out. Well, we've got 3 minutes left on that yet. We'll use that one. Same difference. If I was smart, I would have set my Hearthstone to Stormwind before I started doing this. But I'm not. So I didn't. Because it's all about getting back to Stormwind every time, pretty much. Okay, back we go. I'm not seeing as much lag on the stream as I did in previous live streams that I did, which is good. I've tried to I've done a lot of tests and tried to tweak a lot of settings. This time I want to go this way. We're not taking a portal this time. We're going to Karazhan, and the best way to get there is just to fly direct. It's a couple of zones over. yeah, as I was saying, I've done quite a lot of test streams, and I think I've nailed down the quality, the bitrate, and what have you for my broadband speed. Without getting high broadband speed, there's not a lot I can do to increase the quality, really. So I've tried with a couple of different broadcasting softwares, and they all seem to give like pretty much the same result. Incidentally, if anyone's interested, I'm using D3D gear, which I bought off Steam for about, I think it was about £25. It's also what I mainly use to record my Let's Play videos, my first time playing, and my long plays. I'm doing Deadly Premonition at the minute, as you may know. In fact, actually, I use Fraps for Deadly Premonition because D3D gear doesn't. It does not like Deadly Premonition. So I have D3D gear as my main recording software, and Fraps as like a backup one, just in case D3D gear freaks out at a certain game. So yeah, that's the software I use. The webcam I'm going to be using, I think, is a Logitech HD C930, maybe, something along those lines. I'm getting that for, I think, £53 I paid for that. So I'm finally getting myself properly set up for live streaming and broadcasting and all that. I've set myself up with a second computer screen as well, so that I can watch the stream, make sure there's no real problems with it. To be honest, it was kind of the announcement of YouTube gaming which made me want to kind of like stream, because I thought, well, if I've been doing videos on YouTube for a couple of years, if I can stream on there as well, then that'd be great. And I actually tried YouTube gaming, and it didn't work that well for me, but I decided I kind of wanted to do live streaming anyway, so I gave Twitch a try, and that seems to be a pretty decent option. I don't need to kill these guys here, but I didn't want to pull this mob while I was still talking about how I was getting set up. This is the guy that we kill for fiery Warhorse's reigns. So let's murder this guy. You kill his horse, then he comes, and then you kill him. There we go. Mount, please. No mount. Brilliant. Right, let's get out of here. We go back to Stormwind, then we can get to Outland, which is where Sethic Halls is. I won't do Tempest Keep today because it's kind of a long-winded thing. The final boss. It's kind of a pain in the arse, but I'll do Magister's Terrace. I have to do the entirety of Magister's Terrace because it's the last boss that drops them out. In fact, it is the exact same boss that's in Tempest Keep that drops that one. But the first time was merely a setback, so he says. So yeah, we'll do Sethic Halls and Magister's Terrace, and see if we get any luck from there, and see what the time is afterwards. I might do Utgard Pinnacle, maybe. yeah, we'll have a look. Like I said, next time I'll try and have a map to get quite a lot of them done in like quite an efficient, quick manner. But for now, being like the first time that I've done this, I just wanted to see how it went, really. Nothing too formal, kind of like an informal little thing. Not that I'd want my streams to be formal anyway. I mean, I did the Tanan Jungle one last week in my dressing gown, so it's definitely not that formal. I've got a Superman hoodie on at the minute, so again, not particularly formal there. It all centers around Stormwind. This is why I should have set my Hearthstone there before I started. This is going to be one of the places that that you'll be seeing in the Warcraft movie, which comes out in about 6 months' time, which I'm really looking forward to. I want to go in here. Can't fit in with the mount, so dismount. It's not that one. It's the one upstairs that I want to go to. That one. Right, and now we are in Outland. Yes. There's usually a lot of mobs like round there, like a big raging battle going on, but it takes a few seconds for them to load up. There's a few of them there, yeah. Right, I want to go this direction. The mount that I'm on now was a very lucky drop for me. That's another one that drops from a raid. That's Invincible from Ice Crown Citadel. I was very lucky to get that on about my my 5th solo run of that, because that's got a really low drop chance, that does. So I won't be doing any Ice Crown Citadel mount runs, because I already have the mount, so. And I already have the achievement mount from there as well. You can get one for doing specific achievements, and I did that with my guild a while ago when it was current. Actually, no, it wasn't current. It was in the following expansion that we did the achievements for that. We did a lot of them while it was current because we were raiding it while it was current. But we just went in and mopped up like the last few. Right, we need to be in Terrakar Forest. And we need to be down here. And I can never remember which entrance it is. It's 3 different dungeons that are down here. Sethic Halls is the one we need to be in, and I always go into the wrong portal. This one needs to be in heroic mode, so let's make sure we set that to heroic. Heroic dungeons are a little bit harder, and you can only do them once a day, compared to like the normal ones that you can reset as many times as you want. And those first few places that we went to, apart from Karazhan, can be reset. You can farm them because the mounts drop in normal mode, but this particular mount only drops in heroic. Right, that isn't Sethic Halls. This might be. I can never remember. We'll go inside. Yep, that's the one. We want to kill the second boss in here. And then run back and we can get to Magister's Terrace. Try and skip most of the stuff in here. He says pulling everything. Die. Trouble is, when you've got no rage as a warrior and you want a whirlwind, it's a pain in the ass. See, as I said, the heroic dungeons are like harder versions of the normal ones. I mean, this is from World of Warcraft's like first expansion, so it's not what you'd call hard, even on heroic, because I like massively outgear it. Now I am going to go over there real quick because corium sells for quite a lot, and I can mine a little bit of corium there. Yes. Corium is like quite a rare, or you usually see different types of ore, fel iron, and I can't remember the name of the other one right now. But you will every once in a while see corium, and adamantite is the name of the other one. And it's always worth getting if you can, if you see the corium, because it will sell for a fair amount. I think it's like about 50 gold per one of them. Yeah, roughly 50 gold. So it's worth doing. Even though you can probably see from the top of the screen, I've got like 500,000 gold. So it's not like I really need it, but I'm always trying to make more gold. You can never have enough. There's always something to buy. I really like the music in here. Get this adamantite while I'm here. Have a bit of water because my throat is dry. Right. You. I hate this room because you always end up pulling pretty much everything. So just land in the middle of them and murk a lot of them at once. There's all these things swarming all over the room and you need to get over there. The stream is lagging a little bit, and I think it's because it's there's quite a lot of things on the screen at once. Should go back to normal in a minute. Right, this is the boss we want. There he is, dead. Is he going to drop the mount? Yeah, that seems to be pretty much back to normal now. I've got like a roughly a 20-second delay on the stream, so I'm watching the past on my other monitor right now. So yeah, do we have? No, we do not have the mount. That is so sad. Sad times. Right then, we want to get out of here and go to I've forgotten the name of the place. Majesty's Terrace. That's where I want to go. And the last boss in there drops... I'll check in a minute. Once I go the right way. Yeah, last boss in there drops the Swift White Hawk Strider. Which I think is just a skin, a reskin of the normal Hawk Strider mounts. But it's always nice to have more mounts. Bit more variety. And I'm quite glad in most of these dungeons that that you don't need to kill the last boss for the mount, because that would be annoying. So sometimes you usually need to kill like the first, second boss. But in Majesty's Terrace we will need to kill the last one. It's not too much of a problem. It's again, it's like a really fast thing. Sell some crap.
Many lucky doos you like.
Because we will be getting a lot of stuff from Majesty's Terrace. Because there are a lot of unavoidable guys in there. Do think there probably won't be anything in particular that I really want from here. I'll keep that. Looks like it might sell for a little bit. All the soulbound stuff can go straight away. All the food as well. I like to keep my bags fairly tidy. Right, some flying mounts.
Farewell, friend of the Grumbles.
Actually, I'll repair really quick before he disappears. There we go. Want to get to Shattrath City, which is there, and there is a portal there to Sunstrider Isle. Is it called? I don't remember now. I think it is. The game isn't all portals, and a lot of it is. Most of the time you do actually have to travel to the various places. It just so happens that I'm going to a lot of places which do require portals to get to. Right then, the portal to Majesty's Terrace is in here somewhere. That's Stormwind portal. So one of these. Is it you? It is. Oh, Isle of Caldenas. Can't go in it because I'm mounted. Arseholes. Isle of Caldenas is probably one of my favourite looking zones in the game. It looks absolutely fantastic. You can't fly here though. Just look at that. Look how nice that looks. And this zone is a good example of daily quest zones done right, which they've had a lot of problems with daily quest areas, especially in the current expansion, and this one did it really, really well. You kind of like unlocked various quest lines as you went through the zone, and it served as something of a template, I think, for Throne of Thunder. When that came out, that had a similar kind of unlock mechanic, and that was in the last expansion, which worked out really well. This is from the first expansion, but I just love the look of the place. I love the music of it. It's brilliant. In fact, I'm going to jack the music volume up a little bit on this, because I love the music in this place. Not that there's any music playing at the minute, because of course not. As soon as I mention the music stops playing. There we go. Turn the effects down a little bit. You don't have to worry about them. When I engage this guy, they'll run towards me anyway. Wait for them all to get here. Pop a Blade Storm. I'll some down here, just to be awkward. I love Blade Storm, it's my favourite spell. Kind of gets me in trouble a little bit with my guild as well, because when we're doing raids, I'll often jump into the middle of a trash pack and pop Recklessness and Blade Storm and take aggro and die. Just because it will kill me, but it is so much fun to do. I wouldn't do it on a boss, I only do it on trash. I was gonna have a look what those shoulders look like that I just got from that last guy. They look like shit. Never mind. I'm going to do this because this is quite an interesting cutscene. Quite like watching it. This is there's a raid in this zone called the Sunwell, and this just shows like a bit of a preview of it. Love that. I wish that more dungeons did little cutscenes in them. The trouble is, so many people complain about cutscenes in dungeons, because people want to do dungeons fast when you get into a random group from. So they don't do them that much anymore, unfortunately. because the whole group would start complaining about the one guy who wants to watch the cutscene. Skip that guy. Skip all of this. We now have 5 bosses to kill. How will we ever kill that many? Like that. Like I said, this is old content. None of it is an issue. I wouldn't be able to do that in current content at all. And here's the room of the final boss. Let's just get these guys out of the way. I don't think I've done this fight in about a year. He goes into his speech for a bit first.
I know what you're thinking. But Tempest Keep was merely a setback. Did you honestly believe I would trust the future to some blind, half-night elf mongrel? Oh, no. He was merely an instrument. A stepping stone to a much larger plan. It has all led to this. And this time, you will not interfere.
Die.
It's too far away.
My demise accomplishes nothing! Upside down! The Master will have you! You will drown in your own blood! The world shall
Back in the day, that fight had several phases, and it's actually really fun fight. He shoots you up in the air, and you kind of like spin round and round and round, and it was a fun fight. No mount. What did I get? I got an axe and a mace. A pretty axe and a mace. A weird looking axe. And a shitty looking mace. Nice. Right, what do I want to do? Right then. I'll do Upguard Pinnacle. If I have time and Alliance controls Wintergrasp, I might do the one in Wintergrasp as well. Not there. There, quicker. In fact, no. Quicker way from any of them is I have a ring that will teleport me to Dalaran. So I've got it on me. There it is. Quickest way of getting where I need to be. That music though, seriously. Well, World of Warcraft has always had like really good music. As much as some people like to bash some aspect of the games these days, you cannot fault it for its music. We are now in Northrend, which is the northern continent of Azeroth. Just there. Right there. Right, we want to get a flight over to
How may I help?
there.
Good luck.
Shouldn't take too long. What are we looking like for time? My food comes in about an hour. Well, I've ordered it for 6:15. It might come a little bit earlier. So yeah, I'll do this. I'll do Wintergrasp if Alliance have it. I'm not sure if they do at the minute. If it'll let me go over there. Where is it? We do have it. So yeah, we'll do them. Then I'll call it a day. And then, like I said, next time I'll try to have a map drawn up, and I will set my Hearthstone in Stormwind, because that will speed so much up. Some of these flight paths are really quite picturesque, but when you're trying to get somewhere fast, it can be a bit annoying. It's now going in the opposite direction to where I need to be. This particular zone, Zuldrak, I never really liked it, but it does hold memories for me because I started playing the game about 6 months before this expansion came out, and it took me a very, very long time to level my character. This character, Ravine, my warrior, was the very, very first character that I ever leveled, and this is the zone that I finally got her to maximum level. So I will always remember this zone. It'll always have a place in my heart, but I didn't really like the zone overall. The zone just to the south of this, though, Grizzly Hills. Love that place. When I first started playing the game, this expansion hadn't released yet, so the maximum level that you could get to was 70. But before I got to 70, this expansion came out, so the max level was increased, so I never got to max level until level 80, which was the cap for this expansion. I love the music in this zone as well. Really gorgeous music. And it looks so nice. If there's any one place I'd love to live in World of Warcraft, I mean, not that I want to, because it's a really, really dangerous place and you probably get killed within days. But just look at this place. It's absolutely gorgeous. Right, we're nearly there. Going to Utgard Keep, which is right there. And we will be getting the Reigns of the Blue Proto-Drake. Well, fingers crossed. We'll be getting the Reigns of the Blue Proto-Drake from Skadi the Ruthless. There was actually a closer flight point, but never mind. We're not far away. I always really liked this dungeon, and the one underneath it as well. There's two dungeons in this tower, one at the bottom, one at the top. but this was one of my favourites. Again, skip what we can skip. This dungeon is from a later expansion than the other dungeons we've done so far. So this is slightly harder. It's still easy. Loot all the stuff. Kill that big guy. Probably skip them. Wrong way. It's the third boss. No, second boss actually. In this one.
Your sacrifice is a testament to your obedience. Indeed, you are worthy of this charge. Arise, and forever be
Lich King up there.
as
Being all big and stuff.
The sensation is beyond my imagining. I am yours to command, my king.
Your first test awaits you. Destroy our uninvited guests.
Yeah, I can't see that happening.
I will be happy to slaughter them in your name.
Not gonna happen.
Enemies of the Scourge, I will show you the might of the Lich King.
Oh, hurry up. There we go.
I will relinquish your switches.
This will wear off in a second. There we go. It's more annoying than anything. Might be the third boss actually, I'm not sure. No. Definitely second actually, yeah. Because I remember the third boss is directly after the second one. Like in the next room. Right then, this is the guy. It will go to the end of this. And then we shoot down his dragon. And then we get the mount. It's definitely what's going to happen. Pick up the harpoons, use them in that. Run out of the way of all that shit he's breathing. These guys clearly haven't noticed me. Get back here.
I can't do that yet.
You've just got to wait for the ads to come in and then kill them and use the harpoons. Except they didn't drop any.
It's too far away.
It's a bit of a pain in the arse, boss. Here we go. There's a harpooner. Just wait for it to be in range. There we go. Give me the mount, give me the mount, give me the mount. Ah! Right. Run back out. And see if we can quickly do the Wintergrasp one. It's a bit of a walk back. It would probably be even quicker to finish the dungeon and do it that way, because the end of the dungeon it kind of like loops around, so you can get back into the start of the dungeon from the last room. But I'm halfway to the entrance now, so I'm committed. Now there are 4 bosses in Wintergrasp, in Vault of Archivon, it's called, and I think the mount that I want can drop from any of them. So it's a very quick thing to kill him. So if I can get in, then it's a very quick thing to do all 4. I don't think I can portal to Dalaran again just yet. No, not for another 16 minutes, so we'll just fly. I won't take a flight path this time. I'll just try and fly directly there. It's that flight path kind of took the piss a little bit. This is a really nice looking zone as well. This is another one I quite like. Want to be heading in that direction roughly. They really did kind of like step up for a lot of this expansion in terms of world design and art design, but it does suffer from 2 very boring looking zones, and that's Dragonblight in the middle and Borean Tundra, which is on the other side of the zone. To me, both of those zones look really dull. It's just vast expanses of nothing for the most part. But the rest of the zones look really cool. This one especially. Ice Crown looks really nice. Sholazar Basin I'm not that much of a fan of. In terms of aesthetics, but it's a very visually interesting looking place. It's not kind of like boring. It is. There's stuff going on everywhere, and I just don't really like the look of it myself, but you can't really call it boring. Ah, nearly there. Takes a while. Right, winter grasp that way. And I probably should have taken a flight path, to be honest. It might have been quicker. Yeah, this zone, Dragon Blight, it's all snow. Snow, and a lot of snow, and occasionally some hills. But most of it's just snow. I mean, look, you probably can't see too much of it, and I know some parts of it are kind of like popping into existence as we get closer, just because of the draw distance. But you can see that it is 90% snow. But we want to be going this way anyway. Kind of a little bit off course. Want to go that way. These zones really are quite big. I mean, it says something when you can get across these zones in Warlords of Draenor, probably from about one side of the zone to the other in maybe about a minute and a half, and this it takes a good 2-3 minutes to get from one side to the other. It is now horde controlled, so we can't do Winter Grasp. It's a world PvP battle zone, and whichever faction controls it, they get access to the raid inside. And my map was lying to me. My map told me that it was Alliance, but I've come into it and it's actually Horde. So we won't be doing that today. But I think that's probably a good place to leave it. I'm gonna half back to my garrison. So yeah, it's unfortunate that I didn't get any mounts today. But it's always fun to go back and do some of this old content, and you know, it's all based on luck, really. Sometimes you get lucky, like I did with my invincible mount from Icecrown Citadel, and sometimes you don't. But you'll never get it if you don't try. So always got to try. So that's going to be it for today. I'm going to go and sit downstairs in anticipation of my food coming, because I'm very hungry, and I have a Chinese takeaway on its way. So so thanks for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching there as well. And if you do want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's youtube.com/eatmebeatmemusic, which is a lot to remember. I will actually say it in chat. Hold on. If I can type it right. So go there, and that is my YouTube channel. if you saw that. Yes, it's in the bottom left. So yeah, subscribe to me on there, and check out some of my other stuff. I don't always do World of Warcraft. There's a lot of different video game content on there. I'm looking at maybe doing some Diablo streaming as well, because I've had Diablo 3 for a long time, but I've never really done much with it. I've gone through the first act on a witch doctor, but I'd quite like to try the barbarian. I think it's called a barbarian. Yeah, but yeah, I'd like to get back into that and see how the game has changed. Not that I'd probably notice changes because I've not played much of it anyway. But yeah, I'll do that at some point. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Who knows? So yeah, thanks for watching, and please follow me so you get some notifications for when I go live. And yeah, that's all I've got to say, really. So have a good one, take care, and I will see you later.